welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Shama, and we are going to talk about today the page turners. If you don't know what is page turner is, then page turner is a kind of book that would keep you hooked to it, and it's very intriguing to read. All the beginners must start from these page turners because if reading would catch you, then it would love to read. Okay, so that's why these books are just for beginners, and those who haven't read these books, you can also read these. And if you are looking for a book which would be a light read for you, or you can read it after dinner, so these are the books I am going to suggest you. So first we have some foreign authors, and then we have some Indian authors. So we are going to begin it. So the first 5 books I am going to suggest is from the same author. You must have heard her name, Colleen Hoover. So Colleen Hoover is a writer who is very famous in Bookstagram and BookTube world because she writes so many romance and young adult books. And recently she has read something very creepy and something very dark. So these are my 5 suggestions. First is It Ends With Us. Second is It Starts With Us. About these 2 books, this series has one character in particular I really love. It's Atlas Corrigan. If you have already read the book, you would relate to me like anything because this character is so fascinating, and he's too good to be true character. If you have someone in your life like that, then your life would be amazing. So after these 2 books, I am going to tell you about another book. It's called November 9. This book by Colleen Hoover is not very famous, but I really love the ending. It's about a girl who is 18 years old, and she meets a guy who is writing a book. And what happens in that novel is very much intriguing. It would keep you going on. And the other 2 books I'm going to suggest is Verity and Laila. Verity is one of those books I absolutely fell in love because that book has dark elements, that book has mystery, that book has suspense, and it would keep you hooked to the book so much you would like to finish it in one read. And Laila is a page turner for people, but I did not like the plot really. It was very. I had this book, like, okay, this is the book. It's a very nice cover to watch, but I could not relate much to the story. I could not like the plot a lot. But there are people who love this book, but you can read it too, and you can enjoy it if you are new to reading. So next in line, we have 5 thrillers by foreign authors. The first book is The Maid by Nita Prose. The Maid is a book about a girl who is a hotel maid, and she goes to a room to clean it up, and she finds a dead body there. And whatever happens after that is very intriguing to see that how the truth unravels. And also, the if you are going through the mind of this character, you would find it very funny whatever she's thinking, whatever she's saying. Sometimes she's so indifferent, sometimes she's too attached, and it's a very nice read to begin with. The next thriller is The Guest List. Uh, Guest List is a book. It's about someone who died on a wedding night, on his wedding night actually, and everybody around him actually hates him so much that you wouldn't be able to figure out who actually killed this man because everyone has very strong reasons to kill him. And when you know that why these persons hate this person so much, that you would be like, this person is so bad, I mean so bad. And when the truth unravels, it was very satisfying. and you would love it. The next thriller we have by the foreign author is The Maidens. The Maidens is a book about a woman whose husband is dead, and she gets a call from her nephew to come to the university, I think to Cambridge or Oxford, and there she finds out something that would shatter her whole life. She would feel like her whole life has been a lie, and everything she was told, everything um, she was said, and everything she loved was all but vain. So the next thriller we have is How to Kill Your Family. Uh, After listening to the title, you must have guessed what the book would be. The book has all the dark humor element into it that you would be amazed how well written a book can be. And this girl in the book is actually killing her own family one by one because the family did something wrong to her. So, what is it, and how things get worse? And the ending was very jaw dropping, and you would be satisfied in the end when you read this book. The Good Girl's Guide to Murder series is a series about a girl, 17-year-old girl, who is doing a project in her school, and she's trying to solve a murder case from 5 years ago. And this girl is not your typical 17-year-old. She has all the brains of someone who is 35 or 40, and she has so much attention to details that you'd love reading the books. Uh, I would personally say that I did not like the third book, Good Girl Bad Blood, but the other books are very nice to read, and you must watch three of them to know whatever happens in the end. So yeah, that's it. Next book in our list is Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. If you have been in a Bookstagram for a while, you must have heard this name so much. This book is about a girl who becomes an actress, and she marries seven people. Literally, she marries seven people, and sh- uh, but her life seems very fascinating from the outside, but it wasn't the reality. Whatever she has gone through in her life is very sad. Even though people think that she is absolutely fine, she is an actress, she has this and that, but people actually don't understand what an actress or an actor go through when they are actually in a position where people are getting inspired from them. So this is a very sad read, but it is also very intriguing to read her life story. And whenever she loved very hard, and I really love this book a lot. Next, we have some of the Indian authors who don't need any introduction from me, because whether you are a voracious reader or you are reading for fun, you must have heard these names, or you must have at least read one of their books. So the first writer is Durja Datta. The second writer is Navnil Chakrabarti. The third writer is everyone's favorite Chetan Bhagat, not mine though. So the fourth writer is Preeti Shinoy. I really loved her. Okay, so the reason why I included Chetan Bhagat into the list, because he is very popular. Uh, Whoever is reading Chetan Bhagat is, I am not going to judge you for that, but I don't like him. But this is one of that book of Chetan Bhagat. This is the only book of Chetan Bhagat I really liked. This was the first book ever I have read in my life, and this is the book that got me into reading, because the story is very nice, very well portrayed, very suspicious and very mysterious to read. So that's why, thanks to him, I am here in front of you. So that's why this book is included in the list. So the next book about this Navnil Chakraborty's Whispered to Me Your Lies. This book is about a girl who's dating someone, and he got murdered, and what happens to her partner, and how he ended up there in that situation is very intriguing to read. uh, I remember reading this at midnight New Year, and I had the best New Year because this book was very intriguing and very satisfying to read. And okay, so the next book is Durjay Datta's The Girl of My Dreams. It's a book about a man who is dreaming about a girl, and he gets to see her bits and pieces in his day to day life. But how the story ends is very nice and very satisfying to read. So, this could be your next read too. About Preeti Shinoy, I already have talked a lot on my Instagram about Preeti Shinoy. I have true love for her because whatever she writes is not suspicious, not mysterious. She writes something that would calm your soul, that would make you feel at ease. You can just sit back, have a cup of coffee, and read her, and you would feel the wholesomeness in you. And these books are about mental health. It's a story about a girl who has bipolar, and how she overcomes in that book is very much fascinating to read. So, the last book we have is Three and a Half Murder by Salil Desai. Salil Desai is actually famous for writing these kind of stories about investigation and police mystery, and he puts all the mysterious and dark elements into his books. This is the first book I have read from Salil Desai, and I want to read other books by him, but I lack time. But this book is very famous, and you can actually figure out by the title of the book that how three and a half murder can happen. So it's a very nice read and a very page turner for me, and you'd love it. I hope you have found out some of the best suggestions to start your reading journey. And if you are already a reader, then I hope you find some good suggestions after that for your next read. I'm very glad that you are here and listening to me, tolerating me for so long, and I'm very grateful to all of you once again. Like this video please, and subscribe to my channel, and please do share it with your reader friends. I would be very happy if I can get people into reading. So that's it. Bye.